Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to my fourth video recorded today because I want to release a few videos when I'm gone away, which means one video today on Saturday the 12th of July. I'll release a video on the 30th of July, technical update video, and then I'll be releasing two videos on Monday, sort of a continuation of a question from answer reply video, and this one. And then back to normal broadcasting, if you can call it that, or normal scheduling, that's what we'll say, on Tuesday, although potentially the ASX Daily Rundown video that I will be releasing on Tuesday will be a little bit late because I'm not sure exactly what time I'll be getting home. Okay, so in this video, what I'll be doing is I'll look at some individual companies' charts that look intriguing to me right now for various reasons. And most of these reasons, if not all these reasons, are good reasons. So this is something I do every single weekend. I go through all my watch lists. I'm looking for interesting charts. And typically, or in the past, I did have a TradingView screener or scanner, and they've got rid of that. Not sure where they put it, but that did help me a little bit. But I don't mind going through charts. It takes me maybe an hour to do that, which is, to be honest with you, not much time. And then I write down all the T codes on a piece of paper, and I have this piece of paper next to me just so I can see how these companies go through the week. Okay, so I did write down 21 companies on my sheet of paper, and I'm only going to show you 10. So let's start off with, who shall we start off with? We'll start off with McMillan Shakespeare. Now, I might have talked about a few of these companies in the past week or so, and I'm pretty sure McMillan Shakespeare might have been a chart of the day. And you probably can see why this might be a chart that excites me. Now, we have seen a bit of a breakout above 1650 for McMillan Shakespeare. I think this company is quite cheap as well, so good value, cheap. That's something else I look for, is nice breakouts of companies that I might think are pretty good value, and McMillan Shakespeare would fit in that. There's a few other companies in this space I also like Fleet Partners, Smart Group does not look quite as good, but McMillan Shakespeare looks brilliant at this point in time. And we did see a potential breakout on Wednesday, and then the next 2 days, just look at that, beautiful. And the share price is at a long-term high, almost a one-year high, but not quite. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. The only negative thing you could say is we haven't seen really strong volume, and this particular breakout is not on the back of positive financial news. That would be a true breakout if it's positive financial news and you see the share price take off. Now, what the market might be doing here is they could be expecting some pretty good results in August, and they're just preparing. They're buying in before those expected good results. Sometimes that does happen, I've noticed. So sometimes the market is quite smart, and it's sort of planning ahead, planning for good results to be released. So don't be shocked if McMillan Shakespeare releases good results in August. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, coming in, actually, this is not a list or not a rank, but the next company is NWR Holdings. Or is it NWH? No, NWR. No, NWH, sorry. NWR Holdings. I always get this confused. Is it NWR Holdings with the ticker code NWH or NWH Holdings with the ticker code NWR? Okay, so I do like this one as well. We're going to have a moving average crossover within the next few days, more than likely. Share price is at only about a 4-month high. That's okay. I do like the forward momentum in the share price. I do like this space as well. A lot of really good-looking charts within mining services. In fact, we'll say construction service, maybe not construction services, engineering services, but this sort of space. Quite a few good-looking charts, including this company, NRW Holdings. I also have on my list Tasmania, Lycopodium, SRG. What else? That's about it. But there's quite a few good other charts out there as well. So that's NRW Holdings. I like this one. And again, I think this company might be fairly good value as well. Fairly good value. Okay, next company is Whitehaven Coal. And what I've done is actually listed this by the time, or the exact time I actually, maybe not the exact time, but I just ranked this in order of time I saw it. So there's no reason I'm ranking these. There's no order, put it that way. There's no order. Anyway, so Whitehaven Coal. Yes, like it. Like it a lot. Now, this is a mining dependent company. obviously, coal. Now, if coal prices drop dramatically the next week, Whitehaven coal price will drop dramatically in the next week. So that's one of the problems I do have with mining companies. You do have to also follow the underlying commodity. In this case, it's coal. But I do like this chart for Whitehaven. Again, one of the things I don't like is sort of on the day it really went wild, on the Thursday, the 3rd of July, we did see some really good volume on that day. Volume has been a little bit quiet the next 6 trading days, but the share price has held up. So this was on my watch list, very close to taking position in this one on a Friday. Next one is another mining company, IGO. IGO. I'm pretty sure they offloaded something. They sold something. No, they didn't sell something. So I think they had a joint venture and they said, nah, we don't want this joint venture anymore. Maybe the market liked it. This is another one where we're going to see a moving average crossover. Although saying that, just because we might have a moving average crossover doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be a good thing, because you can see in the past quite a few moving average crossovers. In fact, we have a few moving average crossovers right next to each other. So just because you get a moving average crossover doesn't necessarily mean it's going to move into a long-term uptrend. It could be short, it could be long. You can see there was moving average crossover back on the 8th of July. No, 8th of August 2023, so almost 2 years ago, and no moving average crossover since then, because a well-defined up or downtrend, and all I'm doing is waiting for the end of this downtrend. So this could be the first sign of the end of the downtrend for IGO Limited. So I do like this chart, or the potential of this chart anyway. Moving on, we have Liontown, one of the quite a few mining companies. In fact, apart from McMillan Shakespeare, very mining centric and mining services centric. Liontown Resources, I didn't realize that until right now. Liontown Resources. So I do or am trading core lithium right now. This would be my second favorite of the lithium companies. If we didn't have this little spike in price back in May, I'd probably like this even more. In fact, I might have even bought this a few weeks ago if we didn't have that spike. But I do like how the share price tried to get an all-time. Well, no, I don't necessarily agree with that. The share price tried to break out on Friday, but the share price pulled back lower and below the previous highs. So it did get to a longer-term high, but we did see a bit of selling coming in on Friday. So that could be one slightly negative thing about it. Also higher volume as well. So potential breakout for Liontown maybe failed, but I don't mind the look of this chart. And onto a few companies. In fact, I'll just move one of these companies just higher on the list. So a few companies that released really good announcements during the week, and we saw the share price pop up. The first one is Change Financial. Did not take a position in this one, but definitely thinking about it. So they released a nice little trading update. It was pretty good. I liked it. I don't think this company is too expensive. $59 million market cap for a company that's profitable, growing. Nice little volume coming in. Share price held up on Friday. That's a good sign as well. So definitely have this on my watch list. Share price at 8.6 cents. I'd love to get in now and then see the share price get above 10 cents. Share price at a long-term high. Yeah, almost a one-year high, not quite. There might be a little bit of resistance just below 10 cents because share price got to this level back in August 2024. Didn't stay there for long, so it wouldn't be as much resistance, but I do like this chart. The very fact the share price has gapped up, I suppose you could say, on financial information is a good thing. And the other one, the other company that released some good news through the week is Cobram Estates. It's really interesting. So every Friday night, my parents make pizzas. And in the pizza dough, and we're talking about pizza from scratch. So in the pizza dough, they put some olive oil and they use some Cobram or Cobram, whatever you pronounce it, olive oil into their pizza. And I was like, hey, I own that company right now. So trading Cobram Estate olive oils right now. We'll see how this one goes. Share price really popped up on Monday. Nice announcement. Share price going sideways since then. I like that. Now, it doesn't mean the share price won't pull back a little bit lower, say 220 or so, and we don't want to see it go any lower than that. So really, my stop loss for this one probably be about $2.15, somewhere around there, which I should put a line now because I am trading it. So this looks good. This one looks good. Cobram Estate Olives. The next one is a company I do own for the long term, Neuren Pharmaceuticals. And in this one, I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe I should trade this now because I like this chart. So I like this chart, starting to move into an uptrend. We saw a lot of volume coming in April, start of April. Look at that massive volume coming in at the lows. That's a good sign, although I think quite a few companies would have that signal. That's a good sign the low had been reached and the share price has now moved into an uptrend. And the share price did get to a long-term high, like an 8-9 month high. Is that long-term or medium-term? So I do like this chart for Neuren Pharmaceuticals. So that's on my list as well as a potential trade. What about MFG? Magellan Financial Group. What about this one? It's not a bad looking chart, huh? They released their funds under management. Must have been, let's have a look. I wonder if that was a catalyst. So the 2nd of July, no, it would have been the 2nd of July, would have been after that. Not the wrong company. Magellan Financial Group. Funds under management on the 4th of July, which was, it was a few days after that. But it sort of broke out just before funds under management. I do like this chart. Do like this chart. There's a few companies like this. I won't show you anymore, but there was another company. I think it was AMP. I saw AMP and went, oh, that actually does look interesting. So Magellan Financial Group, nice little chart here for that company. And finally, is that 10? Yeah, that is 10. I've gone through all these, yeah. And finally, we have ANZ. Yes, ANZ, a bank. A bank. I just had to put this on the list because it's a bank. And funnily enough, ANZ was in a downtrend, portrayed by this downward sloping dashed line. It was in a downtrend, and it broke above this downtrend line on the 1st of July, and this looks pretty good. So out of all the bank charts, this looks pretty good. And you can't say this is overvalued. P ratio 13.99, probably a little bit higher than I would like if I was trading it. Dividend yield 7.12%. And I'm just wondering if anyone's sort of rotating out of CBA into ANZ, because I don't mind this chart at all. I would like to see a little bit higher volume coming through. Now, I'm going to show you an extra chart. This is not a chart I like, but I was looking for a boring chart in the answer and reply video. And I was just, what's a boring chart? What's a boring chart? And then I remembered a boring chart. This is Latitude. I think it's Latitude. Yeah, Latitude Group Holdings. This is a definition of boring chart. That's a definition of a boring chart. Boring. Gee, it goes back a while too. I'm not sure why it's like this, but it's like this is boring. It's just, there's just no trend, nothing. It's just, boring. This is boring. Boring, yeah. So this is the one I was trying to think of. Latitude Group, the boring chart out there. The definition of boring. Okay, that's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, speak to or find someone who's specialized in whatever. I always say it, and for some reason I've forgotten about it. It's probably because this is the 4th video I've recorded today. Anyway, so whatever. Move on. Have a great day. Bye.